brands. Hi, this is the hardest video that I've had to record in the last 7 years of SwitchGrocery. I'm Neha. I'm the owner behind SwitchGrocery. You've seen me hopefully on videos and signing off on emails, and I have something to share with you today. We need to pause our store for a period of 3 to 6 months. And what that essentially means is once we sell down what we have in our store, we will be pausing the store. So there will be no more product being sold to our store for a period of 3 to 6 months. It's a pause. The reason we are doing this is that you may know, I have mentioned before that we were selected for a regulatory audit. Here's the good news. The good news is that we have all of our quality documentation in place. We have a strong culture and commitment to food safety. We have a preventative control plan as a licensed importer. I know I'm using a lot of words, but things are good. And that is really, really important for me to share with you. The challenging news, because there's always a little cloud in the sun or a sun in the clouds, or you know what I'm trying to say. But the challenging news is that there is a federal requirement for bilingual labeling on food products, and some of our US brands that we import do not meet this requirement. We had always planned to continue to work with our suppliers to meet this requirement. Obviously with the rising costs, inflation, at times it's been put on the back burner, but we have decided internally as a process going through this audit that we can no longer import until this issue is corrected, which means there is bilingual labeling on our US brands. Now, that's a big pill to swallow. We are in conversations with our US suppliers. Some of them will be able to invest because, as you know, there's a cost of translation, printing the label, sticking it on the product, or changing the printer to have French labeling. This would take 3 to 6 months. Some suppliers will make this investment. Some may decide that they can no longer sell in Canada as a result of this additional cost. Again, that's a personal business financial decision that our suppliers need to make as a result of this process. And we're really taking this opportunity, Brian and I, as co-founders of the store, to really think through how we want to make a comeback. Speaking candidly, you've seen our prices rising. So we have increased prices by between 20 to 40%. In some cases, we've had to do that. However, our costs have continued to rise. So the cost of our fulfillment, shipping, marketing, everything has been creeping up faster than even our price increases. And obviously there's inflation. So, we really want to, Brian and I want to take a step back and look at how can we do this profitably, and maybe that involves being a little slower, carrying a smaller selection. There's different things that we are looking at, but please know that SwitchGrocery is it's so important to me. This decision was not taken lightly. It was a very, very difficult decision to make, but we felt that it was important. It was time now that this issue needed to be resolved. And I know that you'll have a lot of questions. I've put together a blog post that you can read where I've answered all your questions about how we're feeling, how can you still get your products, what's our timeline, why were we selected for this regulatory review, what are our personal thoughts. Everything is in this blog post, so I'll link that. And how you can help. If you'd like to help, we have 3 ways. So one is we are effective immediately doing a store-wide sale of 30% off. This will help us so much. So please take advantage of the sale. We were planning to pause shipping for our inventory count but obviously we will push that off, and now our focus is to sell the inventory that we have. It would be amazing if you can have a look and stock up on your favorites. I mean, I don't think we've ever done a 30% off sale on anything, and we have some great brands and inventory and products left. The second thing is, I just want to remind you that we would not be able to do any refunds or exchanges or store credits. We have had to cancel Switch Rewards right now as well, as a part of this process, and we really appreciate your understanding with that. As you can tell, as you may know, there's a lot of cost to pause a store. This is a very big decision, and so it would be hard for us to, more than a 30% discount, be able to go back and do refunds and things like that. So I really appreciate your understanding in this matter. And of course, we really want you during this pause to stay in touch with us. Please, you're in this group. Please continue to follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Pick one or two places, and TikTok. Pick one or two, YouTube. Follow us, and then we'll. You'll stay in touch with everything that we're doing behind the scenes. And I'm going to be doing, the third thing is I'm going to be doing the last live show. So I'll be going live on August 15th, which is next Tuesday. And I can talk about this in a lot more detail. We're already at 6.5 minutes, but I will say that we are so lucky. If you have watched this far, first of all, thank you. And secondly, we're so lucky to have literally the best customers, best customer friends. We're so grateful for this journey. We have had the best team. Like, the people who have worked with and for Switch have been absolutely amazing. They are going to do great things in their jobs and what they do next. And we have had the best vendors, the best suppliers. Like, we are so lucky, and we know that, and that is why it's so important for us to make sure that we come back stronger and better and take this pause. Just know that we really appreciate you so much, and it's time. I'm going to end with something cheesy. It's time to flip the switch. Okay. You'll see that tomorrow on social media. Do not laugh. Okay. I think it's funny. I'm kidding. I came up with flip switch, and Brian was like, let's flip the switch. And you'll see that tomorrow where we'll announce it just to everybody tomorrow. But for now, this is for you. Thank you so much.